Chip torch in the foreground and the Tower of the Americas behind it. Two of the signature sites here in San Antonio, Texas. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend.
Well, guys, the retirements of Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker mean the start of a new era for the Spurs. Guard Patty Mills said, "We've had great teachers, and now there's a trend."
A proud franchise. Thank you, David. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't
it? Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the five. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Derek White is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at small forward. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Murray outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
One shot.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And take a look back at last season and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Murray. He kicks it to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Aldridge against Westbrook. And Aldridge the basket on the assist from DeRozan. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to Murray. It's not going to go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way. Gordon inside. DeRozan defending. Capella with it. Pass to Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 now.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Murray. Count it. Good. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. That one good for 2. 7 points in the game.
Well, they've come out the locker room hizzot. 4 for 4 to start the night.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now Murray. And here's DeRozan. Over Gordon. DeRozan's shot is off.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now here's Gordon. With the teardrop, and Pirtle sends it back. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership. Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. The pass to Pirtle. Inside. Aldridge down low. Guarded by Tucker. A nice shot by Aldridge.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
And they pick up 2. Gordon's got his second basket.
Oh, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
It's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Back to Wiles. He dishes it to Carroll. Rockets with the rebound. We've got 1:55 left in the first. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Here's Mills. And Capella sends it back. And it's Houston on the break. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Gay. Over House. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Rockets leading by 9. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Now here's Gay. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good on the shot.
Well, how about the slick moves of Gay, a quick ball handler who loves cutting apart defenses.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Harden. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Who's watching here?
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Rivers. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Remaining San Antonio ball.
On defense, Houston, a 12-point game. 6 to shoot. Here's Forbes.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Green kicks to Capella. 3-pointer. Forbes with the rebound. Gay right side. Count that one.
And Gay is surprisingly finessing the paint, a real offensive juggernaut.
A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for Houston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. A Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Lyles out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Well, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Now here's Green. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Harden gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Forbes can't get it to go. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Count the basket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes to Lyles. Carroll against Green. Pass to Gay. Plays it up off the glass. Gay's got 6.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Harden the pass to Rivers. Back to Harden. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing an oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Clint Capella. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for James Harden. Spurs trail by 16. Outside DeRozan. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. It's good on the putback.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Now here's Rivers. Here's Tucker. And Pirtle sends it back. And there's the pass to White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Tucker can't get it to go.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Here's White. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Shoots over White. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Mills, he's checked in for Murray. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Houston leading by 8. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
I mean, you can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. And that time, also a missed shot.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Mills finds Aldridge. Pirtle trying to get open. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. 1:07 left in the first half of the game. Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to White. Aldridge with it. Just 5 on the clock. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Rivers. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here is Pirtle. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Stolen by Tucker. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DeRozan. Drills the elbow jumper. DeRozan's got his first points in this one.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually we can't see. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, some perspective please.
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Spurs trail by 6. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now here's Harden. After the miss from Jakob Poeltl, here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. He's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Now here's White. 8 points for him. Here's DeRozan. And he banks in the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Now Murray. James Harden missing on the 3. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Houston. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Here's Murray following the basket by Russell Westbrook. DeRozan on the wing, defended by Gordon.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
San Antonio shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Two.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. Do you think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be, more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
Here's Harden. 2 points. That one goes. Harden's got 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Down low, here's Gay, and the layup falls.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight?
Yo, watch the screen.
Harden against Bellinelli. Kicks it out to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Now, here's Tucker. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Hey, who got him?
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Murray.
That's all you want.
That shot off the mark. Westbrook with the nice D there. Pulls up. Misses off the right iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here is Harden after the basket by San Antonio. Westbrook with the bucket.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They trail by 9 points. Gay with it and guarded by Capella. Murray surveying the D. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
A different look now for San Antonio. Damari Carroll's checked in for DeRozan. Bryn Forbes comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for Murray. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Here's Gay. 8 points for him. Goes up again. Good work defensively by Capella.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Spurs trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Carroll dishes to Mills. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots. He's just making winning plays.
The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills, now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
One shot.
Free throw good, Mills. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harden outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Passes it to Gay. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Stolen by Rivers. Gordon inside. Carroll covering. That one doesn't drop. And now here comes Gay leading the break. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Up in time. The shot comes out. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 12. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then there's Derek White. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Spurs trail by 12. White the pass to Carroll. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Pass to Gay. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
The free throw drops for Gordon. When he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
The Spurs making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. A shot by Harden, wide open. Here's Tucker. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner three.
Here is Forbes. DeRozan in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. They grab their own miss. It's good.
When Pearl gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Johnson, chastised the shirt, the match shoot, the had the front, that never bothered him. Hurt is private, he swallowed it. Dirt is all that he spotted it, the dirty sour. Had observers, but you never heard a peep out of it. That ain't enough numerals to keep counting on. Look up to setting the scene. Back when I said in the phones, I'm letting it bring another collector. They leave us a message from my man. Deficit must intervene. I bust out the scenes. I'm getting too big for these bitches now. I'm investing in
San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And the Spurs with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Aldridge. That's tipped. Stolen by Tucker. Lob pass to Capella. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now here's Murray. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And stolen by Murray. Here's White. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
A 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot. A shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
Hey, that's all you.
Here's Gordon. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. White with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Capella sends it back, and he's able to get it back.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Now here's Westbrook, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside, White. And the pass to Pirtle. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. Kicks to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. San Antonio again missing. Rockets leading by 18. Harden outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Now here is Aldridge. He kicks to Pirtle. Outside, White. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. But they'll get another chance. Out to White. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for James Harden.
Oh, he was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Capella. DeRozan defending. Capella kicks to Westbrook. To the paint. Harden, no good. Here's San Antonio now. It's an 18-point game. White finds Murray. Out to White. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
White against Harden. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time.